Okay, so today we'll talk about solving financial problems using sequences and series. Now, take note lang po, ito pong mga financial problems, this pertains to savings, we have investments, loans, or yung mga mortgages. Now, usually, ito pong klaseng mga financial problems, meron po ito silang dedicated na mga formulas. Example is yung formula ng compound interest, which is the future value is equal to the principal times 1 plus R over N raised to the power of NT. Pero in this case, since ito po mga financial problems, ang model po nito is perfectly applicable sa sequences and series. And so sa lesson po natin na ito is hindi natin gagamitin yung dedicated na formula. Instead, ang formulas na gagamitin natin is yung sa sequences and series. Okay? So let us proceed. Okay. So an example. Diretso na tayo sa example. Suppose you invested 10,000 pesos in a bank that offers 7% interest compounded annually. How much is the value of your investment after 6 years? Okay. So para sa solution po nito, okay, there are many ways by the way on how to solve this one. Ang importante lang is darating tayo sa parehong solution. Now, one way to solve this is pwede tayong gumawa ng table like this one. So for example, itong unang column is year and then computation and amount. This is just a sample table para guided tayo mamaya sa ating gagawin. So, for example, okay, in year 0, meaning ito yung starting year. So based sa problem, meron tayong amount na 10,000 pesos. Okay, now pag i-compute natin yung year 1 or after 1 year, paano ba natin i-compute? Now, base doon sa problem, okay, yung 10,000 po is meron po siyang 7% interest na compounded annually. So, ang gagawin po natin para ma-compute ito is yung 10,000 is i-multiply po natin yan dito sa interest. So, we have, ang ating multiplier is 1.07. Kasi nga, take note, always ko itong sinasabi sa aking previous topics na when we say sa problem involved ang percentage, pag ipa-plug in natin yan sa formula, i-convert natin yan to decimal. So yung decimal form ng 7% is 0.07. And since kino-consider natin yung 10,000 which is principal, so ang multiplier natin is 1.07. So pag i-multiply natin to, the result here is 10,700. Now, for example, i-proceed natin sa pangalawang year or year 2. So, ang i-compute natin is yung 10,700 dito and then same pa rin yung multiplier 1.07. And then, gagamitan natin yan ng calculator. Ang answer niyan is 11,449. Now, mapapansin po ninyo, itong tatlong okay, values na ito is pwede natin siyang gawing sequence. Okay, so gagawin natin yung sequence. So, ang mangyayari ito is yung first na value natin is 10,000, yung pangalawa is yung 10,700 at yung pangatlo is 11,449. Okay, and so on. Ganun yung ellipsis dyan. Okay, now, pag itong dalawang values na ito, kukunan natin yan ng ratio. Okay, so paano ba natin kinocompute yung ratio? Yung base sa ating previous na example, previous na concept about series. Okay, yung pangalawang number is i-divide natin sa naunang number. And pag i-divide natin yan, meron tayong makukuhang 1.07. Bakit 1.07? Kasi nga, ni-reverse lang natin yung ginawa natin kanina. Okay. Same pa rin, gagawin natin yan sa pangalawang pair ng values. So, 1.07 pa rin. Okay? So, kumbaga, in this case, meron tayong geometric sequence. Bakit geometric siya? Kasi meron siyang common ratio and then bakit sequence siya? Kasi nga, separated ang mga terms gamit yung commas. Okay. So, proceed tayo sa ating computation. So, yung formula na gagamitin natin base sa geometric sequence is ito. A sub n is equal to A1 times R raised to the n minus 1. Okay. So, ngayon, compute natin. A sub n, that is equal to A sub 6. Bakit 6? Kasi nga, we are looking for the value after 6 years. Is equal to, yung first term natin, A sub 1 is equal to 10,000. So, we have 10,000 times, Okay, yung ratio natin, yung ratio na nakuha natin is ito, 1.07. 1.07 and is raised to the n minus 1. So yung n natin is 6. 6 minus 1, that is equal to 5. And then, compute natin ito. Okay, there are several ways po how to compute this one. Okay, yung ilan is, ang ginagawa nila is kinukompute nila una yung 1.07 raised to the power of 5. Pero mas maigi po, nang gagawin natin is, i-compute natin sa using a calculator one way lang. Kasi nga, para hindi tayo magkaroon ng variation sa ating final answer. So in this case, pag gagamitan natin ng calculator, for example, okay? So paano natin i-encode to sa calculator? So we have 10,000 times 1.07 raised to the power of, ito po yung 1, yung exponent raised to the power of 5 is equal to 14,025 point, that is 52. Round off natin sa 2 decimal place. Okay? So therefore, ang answer natin dito is 14,025.52. And then yung ating conclusion is the value of the investment after 6 years is 14,025.52. Okay, so I hope klaro po itong example natin ito. Okay? Just in case gusto po niyo ng copy sa PowerPoint presentation na ito, you just go to bit.ly/bossingsmath and then meron pong instructions doon. And then, as soon as I receive your response, isi-send ko kaagad yung file. Okay, so proceed tayo sa pangalawang example natin. Suppose you invested 12,000 in a fund that promises 8% interest compounded annually. How much is the accumulated interest of your investment after 10 years? So, kaibahan nito ngayon sa example natin na ito is, yung una is, yung amount talaga ang hinahanap. But ngayon, ang hinahanap is only the interest. Okay. So, following the same method po na ginamit natin kanina, pwede tayong mag-construct ng table. So, we have year, computation, and interest. So, year 1. Unang year, paano natin i-compute yung interest? So, of course, mayroon tayong perang 12,000. So, 12,000, multiply natin yan by 0.08. Bakit 0.08? 0.08 lang, hindi siya 1.08 kasi nga we are only looking for the interest. Okay. So 12,000 times 0.08, ang value po niyan is 960. And then on year 2, gagawin po natin is, itong 12,000 is i-add natin yan sa 960. So magiging 12,960 yan. And then multiply natin the same by 0.08. Ang value po niyan is 1,036.8. And pag-proceed natin sa year 3, 12,960 plus 1,036.8, ang value po niyan is 13,996.8. And then multiply natin by 0.08. Okay? The value here is 1,119.74. Okay, so yan yung value natin. Okay, so same pa rin ang gagawin natin. Itong tatlong values na ito is gagawin natin ng gagawin natin into sequence or series. So, tingnan natin. Okay, 960. Since ang hinahanap po dito is accumulated interest. So, accumulated man siya, meaning we are going to add. So, therefore, yung symbol natin is plus. Yung pangalawa, 1,036.8. Yung pangatlo, 1,119.74. And so on. Okay. Kasi nga dito, after 10 years eh. So, hindi na lang natin ipagpapatuloy. Pero ito, it means we are continuing. So, gaya ng ginawa natin kanina, okay? Kukunin natin yung ratio. So, ang ratio dito is 1.08. Okay, compute lang natin. 1.08 yan. And same pa rin dito sa pangalawa, 1.08 pa rin. And since meron siyang parihang number, uniform ratio, this is a geometric series. Hindi na siya geometric sequence. Ano nga bang kaibahan again ng series at sequence? Yung series is ginagamitan siya ng plus sign. And then since we are looking only for after 10 years, so meaning we are looking after the 10th term, so this is a finite geometric series. So yung formula sa finite geometric series is ito. S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the quantity 1 minus r to the n all over 1 minus r. So substitute natin yan sa ating given. So we have S, yung n natin, since we are looking for the value of the interest after 10 years, so this is S sub 10, which is equal to, first term natin, A sub 1 is 960. 960 times, okay, open parenthesis, quantity 1 minus, yung ratio natin, itong ratio na nakuha natin is 1.08. And then yung n natin is ito. So raised to the power of 10 and close parenthesis. All over, okay, 1 minus 1.08. So this is equal to, okay, same pa rin yung gagawin natin. Pag gagamit tayo ng calculator, dapat input natin lahat para walang variance sa ating final answer. Although pwede rin naman, unahin natin ito, pero mangyayari kasi yung final answer is meron siyang variance sa kaniyang appropriate answer talaga. So gagamitan natin ng calculator. Okay, same pa rin yung gagawin natin. Okay, input natin. Paano nga ba mag-input? So you have 960 times, so this multiplication, and then open parenthesis. 1 minus 1.08, raise natin to the power of 10. Okay, and close parenthesis. Then divide natin by, ito is, gagawin natin itong quantity. So we have, gamitan natin ng parenthesis, 1 minus 1.08 close parenthesis. This is equal to 13,907 0.099. So magiging 0.10 po yan. Okay, so that is the answer. 13,907.10. Okay? 13,907.10. And so our conclusion, therefore, the accumulated interest of the investment after 10 years is 13,907.10. Okay. So I intended to have another example, but I think ito po ang mas madaling example na intindihin. So I hope klarong-klaro po ito. And then see you soon sa next na lesson natin.